All right, whenever you're ready, sir, you can go ahead and begin.
You're just sitting in the baseball stands, eating your peanuts and Cracker Jacks, then smack! All the fans jump up as the white sphere flies across the center field wall. You wonder in awe how far the ball went, and you may think, how did he do that? Or maybe even, what goes into swinging a bat? It may be a lot more difficult than you think. A good swing takes years of trial and error, and it takes a lot of practice to go with it. A good swing also takes multiple steps. I chose this topic because I have years of trial and error behind me already, but I still am learning. Now, let's break this down from a fundamental standpoint. For supplies, you'll need a baseball bat. That's all you really need. Like, there's not much more than that. People use a tee, baseball, but you really just need a bat. Second of all, once you've gotten your supplies, now you have to learn how not to swing before you can learn how to swing. Alright, here's some bad tips people do to swing. Some people tend, when they're swinging, you start out, you crouch. Now, by crouch, they don't mean bend down, they don't mean lean forward, they mean stay back here. You want to be like a spring back here. Also, other people do is they turn their head, which goes along with moving your shoulders too much as well. When you're moving your shoulders when you're swinging, you open up. You don't want to open up. You want to stay closed. If you open up, you'll also turn your head, which I don't know anyone who can hit a ball without seeing it. That's kind of hard. Also, with stance things, people tend to, when they're stepping, move their back foot forward. When you're done swinging, you want to end up more like an angle like this. You want to be more when you swing at an angle. That's what you want to end up like. You don't want to end up fleeing forward. You don't want to end up stumbling back because you swung too hard. You want a nice even swing. Stay perfectly straight. Now, here's some tips people do bad. Some people like these tips because it helps them swing better, but it's just stay away from those as best you can. Now that you've learned how not to swing, we're going to start the steps with how you should swing. Now, when you first get into the batter box, you got to set your foot. You got to plant your foot real nice, because this is the foot you're going to push off of. You don't want to move it at all. Now, once you've stepped into the box, you want to make sure your feet are aligned with your shoulders. Now, not perfectly straight up and down. I like the outside of my shoulder to be even with the inside of my foot. Also, for me personally, other people don't do it. I put my left foot in front of my right foot because I generally pull the ball to the left if I don't. So this helps me get a more broader range where I hit it. Now, once you've aligned your feet, you have to start your crouch. Like I said before, in how not to, your crouch should be bending your left leg and putting all your weight on your right leg. The left leg is bent just because you don't want to stand like this. That's awkward. Now, once you've bent your right leg, you got to work on blocking it. See, some people, they'll move up and down around with it. You don't want to do that either. You want to keep it nice, locked, firm. You want to be in more of like a open L shape the whole time, like that. That's what you want your back leg to look like. It's more like a spring. Now, once you got it, people also tend to not do this, which is staying comfortable. I've seen a lot of people when they're batting, they get all like all firm, and they're just ready for the pitch. You don't want to do that, because the pitcher might take a while, and once you're all in your firm stance, you'll take your focus off the hitting. That's essentially what it'll do. Now, once you've got all that, you're comfortable with everything, you got to work on grit. I've heard a lot of people say that you have to grip with your knuckles like this. That's bad. I don't know why. That's what they say to do. I don't like it. I generally have my top knuckles and even with this, it just helps swing better. That's what I do. It's a lot different for everyone too, which is for most swings. A lot of stuff is different, but it should generally be the same stuff. Now that you've got your hands right where they should be, you got to work on how to swing. Now the pitcher is winding up ready to pitch. What you got to do is once you're all stepped back, you start with your hips. You don't want to start with anything else. That's where you're transferring all the weight from this leg to this leg. It's through your hips. When you're coming back, you push your hips forward and you stop. You don't want to open your hips up too far. They want to be right there. Now once you stop, next thing you do is shoulders. You want to turn your shoulders. You don't want to fling them. It's like you're replacing this shoulder right here with the edge of this shoulder. It's just flip the whole time. That's all it should be. It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be just a little bit. Now once you're doing that, you also got to keep your eye on the ball, like mentioned earlier, but this is where you keep your head locked in. With the shoulders, it's like your head just stays right there. You want to be looking at where the ball is going to hit your bat. If the ball's going to hit your bat down there, I want to be staring right at the end of my bat. That's where I want to be staring, because it just helps your contact better, because you'll hit almost no matter what. Now, when you moved your shoulders, you've done everything, you're looking at the ball, This is how it should really look at the end. So you're standing here, you're all set, crouched, everything's good. You look, see the picture. Now you start, you move your hips, move the shoulders, look down like that. That's how a swing should figure out. And generally, this is how it would look full speed. Like that. Now, a good swing takes years of trial and error, like mentioned earlier, and a lot of practicing. I've learned more about my swing now because I've done this just by researching. It's pretty interesting what you can all learn. A good swing takes multiple steps and naturally years of practice to go with it. Now, a good swing is also really hard to get. Once you've got it, it's so worth all the practice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's give him a round of applause.